You are the man who gave them the power to destroy themselves. And the world is not prepared. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Truman needs to know what's next.
2,
What's next?
1.
Oh boy, we gotta love to do my worst list every single year. Every single year when the summer come to the close and everyone decided to do the same old thing that happened back in the 2010 decade. But yeah, we'll never get tired of talking about these terrible films. We're just doing this for comedy purposes, that's all, people. What the sitch, everyone? This your good old neighbor Nick Hicks, Spider-Verse, and Frozen 2, and Cam Possible Fan 2001. And today, due into summer, and due into this show is almost come to a close. So that's why we decided to do my top 5 worst movie of 2024 so far. These are the film I just don't get why it's even made in the first place. And the number one is based to one of my worst movie I have ever seen. You already know what it is. I will say it in a few minutes, so get ready for the raginess. Anyway, enough further ado, let's get started, shall we? So before I talk about these terrible films, I have some dishonor to mention. And don't worry, these films is on my top 10 list, but some of the 3 films that came out this show, it likely didn't quite to make it as my top 5. So don't worry, it's in my top 6, top 7, and top 8. So the dishonor to mention is, ready? Night Swim, Matter Web, and of course that everyone will definitely disagree with me, which is none other than Despicable Me 4. What the hate comment woe in. Anyway, enough further ado. Let's get the stink, shall we? Coming in the number 5 worst movie of the year so far, and I'm calling this right now as the most overrated movie of the year so far, which is none other than a DC animated film. Is based on a trilogy which I refuse to watch, which is none other than Justice League Christed on the Infinity Earth Part 1. No fans. I really like the DC animated universe because they made some great animated jam. But after Teen Titan Go to the movie, Batman and the Killing Joke, and Batman and Harley Quinn, don't let me get started talking about that piece of crap. But this film, it has got to be one of the most boring and forgettable DC animated film that we ever saw for a very long time. Do you think Batman and Harley Quinn is the worst animated film from DC? Well, you better wait and see for this film, because this film was really boring to watch. And honestly, no joke, when I was watching this film, I just couldn't believe what the heck I just watched. Honestly, this is easily like I am watching a terrible version of the Avengers Infinity War and the Avengers Endgame, because this film is giving me a Infinity War and Endgame vibes. And honestly, I'm sick and tired of DC is trying to be like Marvel, which nowadays, due to James Gunn, is a CEO to DC, and now he's controlling DC. So I really hope James Gunn will do a great job with his Superman film. I do not care what Inside Out 2 fans as once said. And anyway, and the story, honestly, I do like the concept, but the story way they handle in this film is just written poorly. And the characters like the Flash, Batman, Superman, honestly, the only character I can give credit, which is other than Wonder Woman. At least Wonder Woman didn't get ruined, but I'm pretty darn sure they could probably ruin Supergirl, and of course they ruined that one girl who was really crying, which honestly, I totally understand why they are continually doing this. I mean, which another, they made part 1, which is this one. They made part 2 and part 3, and I'm seriously think they made part 4, but I don't know, and I did not give a darn about it. So you guys, if you want to watch a way better DC animated film, just go watch the movie that came out in 1993, which is none other than Batman the Animated Movie, based on Batman the Animated Series. Go watch that. It's way better than Justice League Christed on Infinity Boring Part Dosed. So you guys, so that's why Justice League Christed on Infinity of Part 1 is the top 5 worst movie of the year so far. So let's get to the number 4 and get ready for your teddy bear, everyone. Coming in the number 4 worst movie of the year so far, and it can shows that Blumhouse don't even care about the movies anymore, and they are going to continuing making bad film because the next one, which is another the AI movies, which I don't want to watch it, but I have to watch it anyway. So the movie I'm talking about right now, which is another than the movie about imaginary teddy bear is creeping people out, which didn't scare the heck out of me, which is better than the imaginary. If you want to watch a way better imaginary movie, just go watch If it's way better than this. Honestly, I don't understand why this film had to came before If. Honestly, If should have came out before this, because this film came out on trying to find a release date. Yeah, this film came out on March 8th, and If came out on May. Yeah, no, If deserved to be first and then this, which it was really disrespectful. Honestly, is this just me, or it's just Blumhouse? It just don't even care about the fan at all, because I'm just getting sick of tired of seeing terrible film by Blumhouse. First, we got Five Nights at Freddy, which I was really anticipated about it because, I mean, honestly, I am the only guy I haven't played the Five Nights at Freddy video game. Honestly, I already know who's Five Nights at Freddy, but I didn't even bother to play the video game, that game scared the crap out of me. Anyway, honestly, I'm not calling that game overrated, but I was just saying. But anyway, first we got the Five Nights at Freddy, which it didn't feel like Five Nights at Freddy, you ask me. And second, we got Night Swim in the beginning of January, and now we got the movie called Imaginary. Yeah, I'm gonna be done with Blumhouse if they keep this bad movie up. And sorry guys, I will do my rant on this film maybe for my Halloween review week, which I'm saving with my horror movie for my Halloween review week, so stay tuned for my rant on that during to the Halloween review week, so stay tuned for that. Honestly guys, if you want to watch a way better Blumhouse movie, just go watch Megan. Go watch Megan. Megan is way better than this piece of teddy bear crap. I am not kidding, people. When you turn on Rebel Moon Part 2 The Skull Giver on Netflix, and when you saw a one character sinning, it feels like you want to turn this movie back off. So come in the number 3 worst movie of the year so far, which is none other than a Zack Snyder film, which is none other than Rebel Moon Part 2 The Skull Giver. Screw this film. I have had it with this Rebel Moon universe. I have had it what Netflix is doing to this universe. They are literally destroying it. First they destroyed Part 1, and now they're gonna corrupted to the Part 2. Darn it. Anyway, and the story, can you not tell me that this film is trying to be like Star Wars, Mad Max, and of course the one character city, it felt like I'm watching a terrible version of Frozen. And the characters, the character are not interested, especially for the main female characters. Yeah, that is the worst female characters I ever seen from Zack Snyder. Yeah, her name is Koa. Lame. And the villain, the villain is absolutely stupid. In the action scene, this film is feel like I'm watching a freaking Michael Bay movie than the actual Zack Snyder film. And of course, let's get to the slow-mo action scene. I definitely agree with the Truth 31. I got a bad feeling that Zack Snyder really like to make his film as a slow-mo action scene. We are not impressed with the slow-mo action scene since 2007. Move on already. That came out 17 years ago. Stop it, it's annoying. Anyway, guys, I'm very sorry about my craziness, but I'm just saying, it can show that this universe are dead now, and I don't want to see Part 3, and I really hope to God that Netflix is going to cancel Part 3. I'm very sorry, I wish for that for Zack Snyder film, but I just want Zack Snyder to go back as the golden days by having Watchmen and some of the great film like Watchmen and all that kind of goody stuff. And I haven't seen 300, but I heard that film is pretty good, so I'm gonna check that out maybe at the end of the year, but maybe we'll see. Anyway, so that's why Rebel Moon Part 2 The Skull Giver, more like the boringness, is the worst Zack Snyder movies I have ever seen in my life. And Zack Snyder, can you please go back to you? Can you please make some good stuff? I am really excited for Twilight of the God. And Netflix, you better not screw it up, or else I'll be done with your butt. Nickelodeon, I am not saying this again. Stop milking the SpongeBob franchise and stop wooing Stephen Hilbert's grave already. Coming in the number 2 worst movie of the year so far, which is none other than Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheek movie. Quote by Patrick Stars from the Texas episodes, that is a Dumbo, Texas. And when I was watching this film is absolutely a Dumbo, Texas movie right there. And the story is lame. Like, seriously, nobody wants to see a Sandy Cheek movie that have Sandy and SpongeBob saving Bikini Bottom before the evil laboratory would take these SpongeBob characters, which are none other than SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Mr. Krabs, and all the Bikini Bottom except Sandy, turn into a plushie and make kids play with them and hug them. Oh my god. Please do not tell me the story sounds stupid. It pretty darn sure it is. It sounds stupid. And the characters, they completely ruined Sandy Cheek. They completely ruined SpongeBob. I can't believe why they made SpongeBob into an annoying character. And honestly, SpongeBob was a annoying character in the actual shows, but at least that's his characters. But I am seriously thinking that they are literally taking a SpongeBob annoying to the whole new level. And honestly, Tom Kenny did a great job of voicing SpongeBob again, but his character in this film was literally driving me up the wall, and it make me giving a Squidward reaction when I saw SpongeBob on the screen. Shut up, SpongeBob! Anyway, and when you saw a scene when SpongeBob snipping poop, yeah, it felt like you're gonna turn this movie off when you saw that scene. Yeah, that scene is disgusting. That's crap. Anyway, and the villain, the villain is absolutely one of the worst villain I ever seen from SpongeBob in history, and her backstory is absolutely cringing to watch. Like, seriously, nobody wants to see a backstory scene that have a giant head in a little kid's body. Yeah, that is disturbing as crap. And of course, this film is a freaking musical. If you want to watch a way better musical movie, just go watch Tangled. Just go watch Frozen 2. Just go watch Encanto, and go even watch some of the great, and go watch The Lion King in 1994. Do not watch the 2019 crappy one. Yeah, honestly, if you want to watch that, go watch those great musical movie. Yeah, this film has some terrible musical number, especially the worst country song I ever listened to, which is none other than the Sandy Cheek theme song. Yeah. Honestly, I rather listen to every single song by Toby Keith and every single song by Alex Jackson. And speak of him, I really hope he's doing better. But who good me that all the songs by Toby Keith, which is a way better country song than the Sandy Cheek country song, because her song is literally like it's a knockoff version of SpongeBob theme song. I do not want to see a SpongeBob song trying to be like the SpongeBob theme song. And you know what? I have had it to talk about this movie, and I mean, this film just got even worse more I think about it. And honestly, guys, so let's hope that Plankton movie will be a much better improvement. But that's not saying why, because I'm almost going to be done with the SpongeBob movie if they keep this up. So that's why Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheek movie, is the worst Netflix movie of the year. And this film was originally going to be my worst movie I ever seen from this shows, but let's get to age. I have never seen some of the god-awful movie in my lifetime. And yeah, sure, we got some terrible film as The Last Airbender, Disaster Movie, Cuties, and even the freaking Battlefield Earth. And those films are worst. But there are one movie that came out this year, which is a sequel that came out, the movie that came out 14 years ago. After 14 years, we was waiting for a sequel, the movie that came out in 2010, and this is exactly that we get by Universal, Peacock, and even DreamWorks. And we have never seen a day that DreamWorks would definitely be in my worst movie of all time list. So the number 1 worst movie of the year so far, and the worst movie of all time period, which is none other than the movies called Megamind 2 Visit the Doom Symmetric. This film is a insult to the movie generation, and this film is a insult to animation. This film make animation look like it's embarrassing than this, because this film is absolutely a insult way to celebrate a 14th anniversary of Megamind. Seriously, 14 years, and this is exactly what we get. We get animation, which is look like a PlayStation 2 graphic. We get a character who's mean spirit. And now we get a scene when Megamind is trying to lie front of the Symmetric. Yeah, please do not tell me that scene is generic, and I'm pretty darn sure it is. It's generic. And when I saw this poster, I was really thought that this is a video game. Honestly, guys, if it's a video game, I don't have a problem with it. But if you have a movie, and this film is a canon to Megamind, I really hope the third film will not be like this, or else the third film will be even worse than this. And I refuse to watch the television shows, and they completely ruined the one character that he was in the first film. And he was definitely not in the sequel. Honestly, guys, it's a one superhero character that he was in the first film, and you already know who it is. I ain't gonna say it. Honestly, guys, yeah, the story is absolutely the worst story I ever heard from the movie in my life, period. And the character is all ruined. Like, seriously, they completely ruined Megamind. They completely treat Megamind like he's a mean-spirit character. And I do not like the fact that he's treating Chum like garbage. Yeah, I feel bad for Chum. And Chum, even I feel bad for him, but I gotta say, but I did not like that characters. And of course, they completely ruined Roxanne. They completely ruined that attractive character from the first one, and now she is a typical generic female character that we see in every DreamWorks film these days. And the Symmetric, how in the world that Megamind used to be friends with him? Do you not even know that you saw the first one? Megamind don't have any friends from the first one, and yeah, sure, he got Chum, but that's his sidekick. Yeah, I don't understand why they completely retcon of what happened to the first one. It can show that this film are not canon. I refuse to call this film a DreamWorks canon. If I see every film trying to be like this, I swear to God, I'm going to be really cringy out of my mind, because I do not want every film and every DreamWorks film will be like this. So let's hope the Bad Guys 2 will be a much better DreamWorks improvement than Megamind 2, the Doom Symmetric. I really hope Megamind will be cancelled, because a lot of other people are not having fun from that show at all, and I refuse to watch it, period. And now I am calling this right now that Megamind 2, the Doom Symmetric, is not just the number one worst movie I ever seen from this year so far, is the worst movie I ever saw in my life. Let's take a deep breath and get rid of these films out of my mind. Here we go. Feels so much better now. Sorry guys, that was my top 5 worst movie of 2024 so far. So tell me about your top 5 worst movie of 2024 that you ever saw from this year. Just let me know in the comment and let me know. And sorry guys, so stay tuned for my top 5 best movie I ever saw from this year so far. So I will talk about Deadpool, Wolverine, Inside Out 2, and of course Doom Part 2 or Doom 2, whatever we call it. Anyways, this is Nick Hicks, Spider-Verse, and Frozen 2, and Ken, Possible Fan 2001, signing off. And after I get done eating, I will do my top 5 best movie of 2024 so far, and I will do my another video on my food channel. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you guys on my next video after lunch. Goodbye!